Okay, and then it says to name determine the radius of each. The radius is just the distance from the center to the outside of the circle. So for circle A, it is 2 units here. So for circle A, the radius equals 2 units. And then for circle B, the radius equals, it's at 5, and it goes to this line here, so that'll be 5 units. Okay, name the steps necessary to prove that circle A is similar to circle B. In order to prove that they are similar, you'd have to be able to dilate it and have it like sit right on top of the other one. So here's the steps. Steps to prove the circles are similar. Step 1 is we're going to translate it so that way the center is on top of the center of the other one. So translate circle A. It would go over 4 up 7. So it'd be x plus 4, y plus 7. I would put it on top of it. And then we would need to dilate it and make sure that it can dilate to the exact same thing. So the second step would be then dilate circle A by a scale factor of 2.5. And where did they get that scale factor? Well, if you take 5 and divide it by 2, it's 2.5. Okay, and then number 17. The circle shown below is centered at the origin, so this is the center here. It contains this point. Find the measure of the diameter rounded to the nearest hundredths. Okay, well, if we find the radius, this distance from the center to the point, we could double that to find the diameter. How do we find that distance? We could use distance formula, but honestly, I usually prefer the Pythagorean theorem. So I'm drawing that right triangle. And this mark would be at -4, and this would be at -2, because they did give us those coordinates. So this is 4 units, this is 2 units. We can use a squared plus b squared equals c squared to find this length. Equals c squared, square root of both sides, so c equals square root of 20. That's this distance. Sorry, there we go. Okay, but it asks for the diameter, and that's just the radius. The radius is square root of 20. The diameter would be 2 of that. Diameter would be square root of 20 plus square root of 20. Or 2, it's actually not square root of 40, 2 times square root of 20. Putting that in the calculator, there's different ways you could do it. Let's see, if I do square root of 20 times 2, that would work. And I get 8.94. Units.
You got 8.94.
Yeah, what did you get? Did you do square root of 40? I believe square root of 40 comes out to something different. Yeah, square root of 40 doesn't come out right.
8.94, correct?
Yes. Okay, and the next one. 18, it says lines AC and AB are tangent to the circle. If measure of COB is 134, what is the measure of CAB, this angle here? These two angles are supplementary, so we can do 180 minus 134 to get 46. And that's our answer, 46 degrees. Okay, and the next one, it says a circle is inscribed in the triangle. Find the perimeter of the triangle. It does give us some of the side lengths, but it doesn't give us everything. It doesn't tell us what this length is, and it doesn't tell us what this length is right here. With this, when you have that inscribed circle, this distance is the same as this distance here. So if this is 8 centimeters, then this is 8 centimeters. And then to find this one, we kind of have to work our way around. If this is 12 centimeters, then this distance right here is 12 centimeters. 16 minus 12 is 4, so that's this distance here is 4 centimeters. And if this is 4, then this is 4. Now that we have the lengths all the way around, we can find the perimeter. 12 plus 12 plus 8 plus 8 plus 4 plus 4. And it comes out to 48 centimeters. That's the perimeter. Okay, number 20. Allison created an embroidery design of a stylized star emblem. The perimeter of the design is made by alternating semicircles and quarter circle arcs. Each arc is formed from a circle with a 2.5-inch diameter, and they show that here. There are 4 semicircles and 4 quarter circle arcs, as shown in the diagram below. To the nearest inch, what is the perimeter of Allison's design? Okay, well, we're going to be working with circumference. Circumference equals pi times diameter. Now, it's saying that each of these is a semicircle, so that would be like half the circumference of the circle. Also, notice that if we have half, like half and another half would be one whole circle. We have another half and another half, so there we have 2 circles so far. And then it says each one of these is a quarter circle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 quarter circles. So there's 3 circles total. Do you want me to show that again? So as far as the perimeter, we have a half circle here, making 1. Then you have a half circle here and a half circle here, making 2. And then each one of these, it says, is a quarter circle. So 4 quarters would make 1 whole circle. So there's 3 circles total. So as far as our equation for circumference, we can find the circumference of 3 of them. So it'd be 3 times pi, and then diameter is 2.5, 2.5. 3 times 2.5 would be 7.5. So 7.5 pi would be your unrounded answer. If you did 7.5 times pi, you get 23.56. And it is in inches. It also says to round it to the nearest inch. So this would round to 24 inches. Perimeter is about 24 inches. Okay, and that's all for that. So you're going to make sure your name's on it, pass it up, turn it in, and then we'll use the rest of the class period to work on Khan Academy.